First start off introducing ourselves. I'm Tony.
And I'm Chantel.
And we're the Tonyandtelshow Show.
Awesome. And I'm Brely.
Okay, so you're an actress, comedian, and singer. So I want to ask you, like, how did you get your start, and what did you start off doing first?
I actually started singing first. I did not know that I had a comedic bone in my body, nor did I know I was an actress. So singing is my first love. I grew up, in the church singing, did my first solo at 3, like everybody else. And I moved to LA to continue to pursue that dream and finish my college degree at the same time. So I finished the college degree, said here to my parents, there you go. And then I started like writing songs, singing background for people and doing that kind of thing. And someone pulled me aside and said, hey, you're an actress. And then it just kind of took off from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where are you from? Like
Oakland.
Okay.
California. That is town business. I am from Oakland. Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, we're from Miami, just so you know.
Hey, Miami.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo. I got to come see y'all. Get on the beach.
Yeah. Now, out of acting, singing, and being a comedian, which one do you like doing the most?
You know what? I think I like acting the most now because I can act like a comedian, act like a singer. So in that one, I can pretend to be all of them. But acting, I've really found that, stepping into someone else's situation, someone else's story of their life is super fun because it creates environments that I'll never probably get into in my own life. So I get to experience it anyway, because, as an actor, we're giving you a slice of real life. We're not just, we're telling real stories, even if it's made up. Something happened to someone in this world that was similar. Yeah. So I'm finding that acting, I'm so glad that someone saw it in me to let me know, hey, you're an actor. And I'm glad I followed suit.
Okay.
Yeah. What has been the best part of your career so far in acting, singing? Like, what is a highlight for you?
Ooh, I've had so many highlights.
Yeah.
The biggest highlight that's a really hard question because anytime you get to, on my very first movie, I did scenes with Queen Latifah, and I affectionately call her my big sister, and I've looked up to her for many years and I just saw that she was like #1 in every field that she wanted to, attack, be it music, be it TV, be it movies, being a businesswoman. So that was a highlight. And then to top that, so now the cake is baked, but to put the cherry on top is to work with Whitney Houston in the movie Sparkle.
Okay.
Really, like you're looking at her like, are you really Whitney Houston? And she's like, come here, baby, come here. I'm like, me? I've had a few awesome, huge highlights.
Okay. Now, speaking of Whitney Houston, what was that like working on the cast with everybody, including Whitney? What was that like?
Well, it was like a mini family reunion, although we didn't know each other. Everyone, we called Whitney Auntie Whitney. And Jordan and I became really close. We're still close today. And usually you don't have that on movie sets. You kind of do your work, do your job, and then you guys never talk again. But I've stayed close with Jordan, and that's been real. I've stayed close with Omari, and definitely with Derek Luke. Like we've all really remained a family. So being on that set, I felt like I was not youngest in age, but youngest in career. Even I think Jordan was the absolute youngest, but I was the youngest in career. But something about being around such great talent gave me an energy and just a desire to go so far in this industry, and to know that right where I was, I could be on the same stage with these great people. So Tika Sumpter, these people are amazing actors. Like, it's not even a game. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm like here with them. So I'm still a real big fan of people. I still ask for autographs and pictures. So I don't know if that part of me will ever change. I really don't, because I'm like, oh my God, there goes whoever. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Right.
What is something you can say about Whitney that we may not know? Because, as the media, they like to portray bad images of mostly everybody because that's the news and most everybody want to see that. what is something that, you know, we may not know about her that you would share? Because we know how special she was.
Yes.
So.
Well, I will share something when the cameras weren't rolling. Every single morning, like we had call times at either 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning that we had to be in the hair and makeup trailer. And hers was attached. She had a private room, but hers was attached to ours. She blasts her music. If the thing goes to 10, she probably put it on 15 and had gospel music blaring every morning, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and was singing top of her lungs. And it was like Kimble doing all the runs, and we was there praising at 5. So I don't think people know that she started her day just giving praises to God. And you just don't expect everybody to have that kind of faith and belief, especially at work. But she made sure to set the atmosphere for that movie. So it was like, oh, okay, we're going to praise. All right, you know. But she did not miss a day, every single day.
All right. Now, you know what? You said you guys called her Auntie Whitney, but I actually call her that too. You may not know that.
I love
it. She was like an auntie in my head, kind of.
I understand. I do get it.
Yeah.
It's like Will Smith doesn't know he's my mentor, but he's my. If people ask me, I'm like, oh yeah, my mentor Will Smith told me. Maybe like, you know, something he said in the interview.
That is all right. So who is your inspiration as an actress or actor that you look up to?
I love Meryl Streep. I really do, because she is transformed into so many characters. She uses accents. There's nothing she can't do. She really transforms, and I forget that she's Meryl Streep in a lot of her roles. And that's what I am doing in my career too. I don't want you guys to go, oh, there's Brely in yet another role, and it's the same energy. I want you guys to find that I'm exploring different, you know, attitudes and different ways of walking and just being, you know what I mean? So I really look up to her. That would be.
Yeah, she's amazing.
She's going to be my evil stepmother in a movie one day. Somebody write that movie.
Okay. So is there anything in your career so far that you haven't done that you would like to do?
Well, I want to do it all. So I like to have my own sitcom. I like to, where I am like the lead in it. And I just really enjoy some of the sitcoms that I used to watch, like, you know, Martin and all those comedic, you know, Jamie Foxx show, the Cosby show. I just miss seeing us on, you know, on screen in those fashions. So I would love to be a lead on a sitcom. I would love to have my own talk show. I mean, it's a list. I would love to, you know, be in another big box office hit movie. You know, the sky is the limit, and I'm not putting any limits on myself. So all those things I named, you guys will see one day. Mark my word.
Okay. Yeah, all right. So how did you lose the 40 pounds on Jenny Craig? Like,
eating the food. Just as simple, like Jenny Craig really works. I can't say anything bad. Now, the thing about it is, I told them when they signed me up for it, I said, y'all know I can't lie. So if it don't taste good, my face just tells it all. Like I'm trying to lie, but my face will be saying something else so people know my truth. So the food was like somebody's grandmother was back there seasoning it. It was amazing. I ate it every day, and the pounds just fell off without even exercise. So that's it. Really, really works.
Yeah. And I saw you in the Twix commercial. How fun is it doing the commercials different from like the television and stuff like that? Because you was like, honey, how does these jeans look?
It's not pop. It's not butt lick big. It was truly amazing, because you guys must know that was my very first time on TV.
Oh, wow, yeah.
When I was driving up to the set and I saw all these huge white trailer trucks like lining the street, like about 10 big white, look like, you know, those things that are on the back of a train, like those kind of big trucks lining the street. And it was all these people like over 100 people swarming around. And I was thinking, all these people are here because of me and because I have to say these lines. You know what I mean? And it really was a special moment because I figured, and this is what I want the world to know, is that if you don't use your gift, somebody else can't use theirs. So because I showed up and was able to use my gift, the lighting people, the makeup, the hair, the sound, the cameraman, the engineers, the director, all of them are able to live their gift because I chose to live mine. Like, that's just so incredible. So, but doing a commercial was super duper fun because you work about 12 hours in one day, but I promise you, you're like, oh, it's over already? Like, you just want to keep going. And so it was 12 hours of work, and the checks were awesome for one day work. So and that was like, you know, my first thing on TV, and I was like, oh, y'all gonna pay me like this for one day? Call me an actor. Call me an actor. And that was my very first time on TV.
All right.
Yep, I remember that one.
Now, I didn't know you did comedy. Tell me, how did you start getting into comedy?
Well, let my girlfriends in high school tell it, I was not funny. And I used to always like try to be the one making everybody laugh, and they'd be like, you are so not funny. So now they say, I guess you practiced so much that you had to become funny one day. I don't do stand-up. Now, I don't do stand-up. Okay. I am a lady of Laugh Mob, which is Laugh Mob is a movement of comedy. My manager, one of my managers, Bob Sumner, he like started the whole Def Jam revolution with Russell Simmons. And so I am a lady of Laugh Mob. However, I do more comedic acting. And like my sister, who's also managed by them, Pretty Ricky Fontaine, which you guys are going to love her when you meet her, she does stand up. So I just do I host a lot of shows, and I think it comes off comedic. And then, you know, my characters have been a lot of comedy. So people just put that on me. But I'm like, hey, if that's what y'all want to call, fine, I'll be a comedian. That's fine. So, but yeah, I don't do stand up though. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Well, now in acting, is there a dream role that you have or someone that you would like to play in a biopic or anything like that?
Well, I must play Oprah.
Well, you guys do resemble each other, though.
It's kind of inevitable. Like, it's not even if it wasn't even my dream. So many people have said it to me, like, "Oh, your energy, you give me a young Oprah," and I'm like, "Well, I received that, Jesus." So I believe that you know, one of my roles that is going to take the world by storm is going to be that of Brely Evans as Oprah Winfrey. Yeah.
Okay. I have to just say this. I really think that you're kind of underrated, you know, because you are. I've seen, you know, the movies, some of the movies that you're in, and different things. I just think you're a great person overall.
Yeah. Thank you. God bless you.
And you have a great energy, and you know, I think more people should have a energy that you bring on.
Thank you. I just, you know, being me. You know. And that's one thing that I try to tell all the youth. I love speaking around the country. A lot of colleges, churches, you know, organizations hire me to come around the country to speak. And my first name is Brely. My last name is Evans. My initials is B. I was like, oh God, there's something to that. So what I tell people is just be whoever you are. You were specifically designed that way, whether you're skinny, tall, big, like whatever it is, you were designed that way for a purpose and live within that purpose. Like, you know, getting the role of Tune in Sparkle. If I wasn't 200 pounds, I would not have been in the movie. So all my skinny girlfriends, you know, didn't have that role. But because I was being true to who I was in that moment, I was able to get blessed. So that's just one thing that I think that, well, that's one thing that I will leave a legacy is to tell everyone just to be yourself. And trust me, you are perfect just the way you are. That's just it.
Yeah, that's what I say too.
Now, how did you get your part in Sparkle, if you don't mind me asking?
Our connection. Oh, you said Sparkle? Well, I had to work for it.
How did you get your part?
Well, when I went into the audition room, which I call meetings, I went into my meeting, and the casting director, love her, Twinkie Bird, was like, okay, we want you to sing a song, and then they give you lines from the movie to actually do in the room. So I did my lines, and then she said, sing a song, and then I started singing, and then I looked around the room, and the camera girl was going like this, and then Twinkie was going like that. I was like, come on, Jesus. So I thought it'd be fitting to do a gospel song. So it was just good. So I sang a song and did my part, and I could not believe that I got the role. I was so excited. I was like, oh, because other people more famous than I went out for that role. And so I was like, well, why didn't they get it? But I tell you, you guys just show up in life and you never know tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, what song did you sing?
I sang, why I keep wanting to say Silver and Gold. I sang, you caught me off guard with that one. Thank you, Lord, for all you've done for me. Tragedies are commonplace, all kinds of diseases. Y'all know that one? People lost their way. Yeah, that one. Economy's down, I can't get enough pay. As for me, still I can say, thank you, Lord, for all you've done for me. Yeah. Of course, more into it.
Okay, now I saw you on Kimble getting your hair did. How did that come about? Because I know you and your personality. When we see you on television, we know that's you, and your personality shines, just like he said. And it's like, okay, who is she? Like, oh my God, and I see you do your little dance, like.
Kim, I love me some Kimble. First of all, I love her hair products, and number two, like she and her mom, they are just dolls. I've known her for a few years, and she did our hair on Sparkle Set.
Okay.
Yeah. So we just got even closer after that. So it was just natural to, for her to invite me on her show. So that was fun.
Yeah. Okay. Now I see that you're working on. Well, you were just in Let the Church Say Amen, which is Virginia King's debut, directional debut. Excuse me. Who do you play, and what is the movie about?
I play Shantae, and the movie is about a pastor whose family if you can't control your family, how do you run a church? And that's kind of the moral of the story. And I am the girlfriend, fiance to the pastor's daughter's baby's father. That's a long way away. But Notori, you guys know Notori, she plays the baby's mother, whatever, and it's a great cast. Hosea, I mean, it's a wonderful cast, and that's going to be a good movie. We did the premiere of it at MegaFest at Bishop T.D. Jakes' big event in Texas, so that was really fun to sit on the panel and talk to the audience about what they just saw was great. So look out for that. Come maybe March 2014.
Okay. Now, I know you sing, of course, because you just sung for us. I see that you have your Christmas song on iTunes. Are you planning an album possibly soon?
Well, if I can get the right producers and the right songs, so anybody out there want to write me a song, hey, email it. Right? Make sure you copyright it first. I don't want y'all saying I stole something. But send your songs in, and maybe you guys will convince me to put an album out.
All right.
Okay. It'd be fun. Make sure I can sing it. Now I'm alto tenor. Now don't be sending me no soprano song.
Okay. Being in this business, and you have been in you are wearing different hats in this business, producer, acting, and stuff like that. What have you learned about yourself in this business?
I have learned that I work well under pressure. That I actually work better under pressure that I'm a team player. Those are two things that I've really learned about myself, is that I prefer to work in a team atmosphere because I want to supersede what my role is and do more. And also that when the pressure is on, I know how to bring it. And, you only get to know those things by being tossed in the fire. Like, oh, what am I supposed to do? Oh, do it, And it's been a couple of times in this industry where they've been like, okay, Brely, go. And I'm like, and I just have to be on it, So, that's what I've learned about myself.
All right.
Okay. Now, Being Mary Jane, the series is starting next year. Are you excited, or are you excited?
Or am I excited? First of all, I just love me some Gabrielle Union. I just love her. She's gorgeous. She is fun to be around. And I love Mara Akil, who wrote the show. She tells, now you talk about reality. This show is I'm like, these reality shows, hey, I love them. I do watch them. It's my guilty pleasure. But let me tell y'all something. That Mara Akil and her pen, that's reality. It's real life. So everybody make sure you watch January 7th. Starts the series. And you're going to have your Tuesday nights of Being Mary Jane and then your Thursday nights of Scandal.
Oh, yeah. Right. I'm ready. Yes. I am so ready. Because, BET showed us like the little, I think it was like a good hour of the show Being Mary Jane. And I was like, wait a minute. I'm waiting next week. I'm like, what happened? They said, no.
Exactly. So we gave a good teaser. So now y'all just get ready, January 7th.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
you got any other questions?
No.
I ran out of questions. It's all good.
You know what? To be honest with you, I'm just so happy that you're
excited.
I love it. Thank you guys. And I told my fans, like, come on, follow you guys on Facebook and Instagram. I love social media. It's me really talking to you. My assistant, runs my email, but other than that, it's me. I do respond to people at Brely Evans, and it's just my name spelled out, BRELYEVANS. So hit me up on Twitter or on Facebook. Any questions? I love to answer industry questions for people who want to experience what I'm experiencing. And I'm attainable, and I really want to remain this way. I don't want to be so big in 2 years that you guys say, oh, well, we interviewed her once and now we can't get her. I want to always make time. So that's going to be my brand in Hollywood, is I am touchable.
Yeah. Right. Is there any advice would you give? What advice would you give someone new stepping into the business, whether it be acting, singing, and stuff like that? Right.
My advice would be just to be yourself and to have confidence in your gift, because no one can do it like you can, because you were specifically made. No one has your fingerprint. No one can sing like you. No one can act like you. All of our experiences kind of. My experience is different than y'all's experience. Like you guys live in Florida, I live in California. So we just have a different way anyway. So if you and I went out for the same role, we're going to see it a little different. So just stay true to yourself and don't be afraid. Like fear, step on fear's head and be like, you gotta get out of here because I got something to do. So that's what I would tell you. No room for fear.
Okay.
Besides being Mary Jane and things like that, Virginia, what other things, projects that you have coming up, or anything you want to say to the fans and stuff that for us to look out for?
Well, I would say stay tuned on all of my social media, because I'm gonna always tell you guys what's going on. But Being Mary Jane, Let the Church Say Amen are the two huge things that are coming out first quarter of 2014 for me. And as more I'm actually starting a new movie. I think it's going to be out towards the end. It's called The Man in 3B. And I'm really excited about it. I play the role of Connie. So there's a bunch of things coming up, that I'm about to shoot now. So just stay with me on social media so that you guys can all know what's going on.
Okay. I know he wanted to ask this and stuff, like, before we go, he wanted you to sing a little something for us and the fans. Just a little
part already. Sing something. Sing. What y'all want to hear?
I
put it back on you.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's kind of Christmas time.
Yeah.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace.
All right.
Now, I just have two last questions for you.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, do you feel like you are where you're supposed to be in your career?
Do I feel I am where? Yeah, absolutely. Where I'm supposed to be? Absolutely. Because I don't want to be one of those straight to the top overnight and then what happened. So I think a slow rise is good. And I think I have some solid projects under my belt that let people know that I'm, I'm available and I can do the work. So I think I would prefer this journey, a long journey, rather than a quick one straight to the top and then kind of fizzes out. So I think I'm right where I'm supposed to be. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I think that's
it.
Yeah.
We want to thank you so much again for taking the time out to talk to us. This is our new show, the Tonyandtelshow. We just starting out and stuff. It's something we want to do, and if we can use us to reach other people in our generation, our fans, that's what we want to do. Well,
I'm proud of you guys, and I want to say thank you for even thinking of me to have me on. I know when the request came through, I was like, absolutely. I don't care who y'all saying yes. I don't turn down any interviews. That's my thing is I'm here for the people. It's not just for me just to, I'm famous and I'm cool and this is cute. No, I'm here for you guys. So whatever I can do to help set you guys show off, or you know what I mean? So I'm here. So I really appreciate you thinking of me and looking out for my talent, and congratulations on your show, and keep it going. Don't stop, won't stop.
We won't. And maybe we can interview your sister. You say your sister does stand up.
Yes, Pretty Ricky Fontaine. Absolutely. I'll put you guys in contact.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, I have several sisters. You should also interview my sister Tara, who wrote some of the lyrics for the movie Black Nativity. So I'll put you guys in touch with her too.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
But I just want to share this before I go. The way that I, thought of you was because of Sparkle, actually.
Yeah.
And I said, who is her? I want to get to know her,
Yeah.
And just to show her, I found your contact info, and I said, let me get her.
And when he told me, I was like, wait a minute, that's the one from the Twitch commercial, and Kimble, and because he thought he was telling me, I was like, oh yeah, I know her, Kimble. She did a little dance, and she did her I was like, yeah, she is beautiful, friendly. I think I seen a video on YouTube, the Beyonce video. You did the dance.
That's Brely, girl. That wasn't me. That was Brely.
So yeah. So thank you again.
I'll send you guys an email and with the other contacts. But thank you again so much. And then after my projects come out, when I have new projects, please have me back again.
Okay,
we definitely will. Thank you so much. You're a beautiful person.
Thank you. God
so
bless
much.
you. Bye.
Bye.